You said it earlier in the Kurt. I mean, the truth is that if you come into a classic, a big match like this, and you're starting 2 3 kids to come and play against grown men, you expect a result like this.
Welcome, Sports Nation, to Sports DTM, the sports channel where we call sports down the middle. You can expect the latest in sports news, views, and reviews from our resident analysts. No sports topic is too controversial, and no team or player is above criticism. So just smash that subscribe button and ring that notification bell to make sure you don't miss out on our balanced offering of riveting sports content. And don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below. Welcome to Sports DTM.
Greetings, sports fans. Welcome to another episode of Sports Down the Middle. And in this episode, we're going to review the Barcelona Real Madrid El Clasico matchup over the weekend. Some of our analysts had Barcelona winning. I think all of our analysts had Barcelona winning. So this result must be a surprise to many. So we just want to hear your quick reviews on the match. I mean, Ramos a goat. Yes or no? The lineup, surprise with the team selection. Ray.
Yeah, well, I actually had it as a draw, 2-2 draw. And at some point, I actually felt that was on the books. But nevertheless, Real Madrid pulled through. Honestly, Ramos is a real game changer for Real Madrid. Honestly, a real game changer. What's his name? The other defender, Marcelo. Yeah, his days are numbered. I almost think it's time for him to leave and go to MLS. Him never offer nothing at all. And if it wasn't for Ramos, they wouldn't pull out this result. In fact, I almost think it would have probably all draw.
Eds.
Even though I'd said that the game would have been possibly a draw because both teams are not really on top of their game. But as I was still leaning towards Madrid, even though Barcelona may have also displayed, somewhat sort of good play in their Champions League game, but I still had it in mind that excuse me, that Madrid would have won. So it was a pretty good display, especially from Sergio Ramos as well. And it showed what an elite player he is. And that Luka Modric goal was just fantastic. So Madrid, show their championship style of play. And going forward, we see how the next battle go.
Eddie, this sounds like somebody a jump ship, because in the last review, him never did a talk about Madrid like this. Not to mention Ramos.
Definitely. I wasn't here for the last preview, I should say. But I didn't see anybody bringing Real Madrid for the win. I'm not surprised that Real Madrid won. Yeah, I'm not surprised that Real Madrid won. I still have them as a better team. Zidane have them clicking, even though both teams had disappointing results in the previous matchup. When it comes down to a derby, big Clasico, the teams will be up for it. Ramos was up for it as usual. He won a nice penalty and slotted home the penalty. He's near perfect from the penalty spot. Messi, again, missing in Clasico. He hasn't scored or assisted he hasn't scored in a Clasico since Ronaldo left. So Messi is just, being Messi, doing Messi stuff there.
The fact that they bring in Messi, I thought Messi had left already. But Adrian, Barcelona is pretty much a shadow of themselves right now. A team selection with 3 teenagers. I mean, you spoke about Fati in the last review. Did he live up to your expectation? Your team lost.
Yeah, so Barcelona are real, as you have mentioned, Kurt, a real shadow of themselves, a lukewarm performance. Fati came to the party, scored a goal. And for the most part of the match, it appeared to be an even match. As you can see, both teams traveling at 1-1 right throughout the first half up to the second half. But the difference between the two teams was leadership. Sergio Ramos stepping up, scoring the penalty, how many central defenders, out there would actually step up in a Clasico, a big match like this, and actually kick the penalty. He's a big-time player, and I think he exercised great leadership. The third goal, Barcelona obviously would have been pressing, trying to get back in the game. Messi missing not his usual self. I mean, Ronaldo left maybe about a year ago or so now, so that's quite a bit of time not to score in the Clasico. They have endured a real dysfunctional time over the last year, and it just showed up with that last goal that Madrid scored. The goalkeeper all out of thought, defenders out of thought, and then it just shows the difference between the two teams right now. But all in all, Real Madrid win a well-deserved match.
Thank you, sir, and I want to thank you for highlighting the fact that leadership is key. Because in the last review, we spoke about the team with better leaders, and Real Madrid was head and shoulder above Barcelona in all departments.
The leader who really there was the leader you spoke about in Sergio Ramos. What's the next leader you call up at the forward line?
Benzema.
But Benzema got the assist for the first goal. Remember that.
Benzema. So what I wanted to highlight is this.
Benzema is a leader.
In all area of the team, of the field, defense, midfield, forward.
Leader?
Real Madrid have more leaders,
and quality,
more experienced players, more quality, more match winners than Barcelona. Take Messi out, and Barcelona is less than a shadow of what we saw in this El Clasico.
We're aware of that.
So Ray,
you can't leave him too because him surely never show up. So leave him in too.
Yeah, even that. But Ray, Griezmann on the bench, Dembele on the bench, and you have some teenagers, Pedri, Dos, running around. I mean, you expected a better result than this?
Shocking.
Or a different result?
Very, very shocking. In fact, I just wonder if they felt like this was, the early part of the season to give them a taste of the Clasico before they get into the real swing on the matter. But it's very shocking to see all those players being on the bench. It's almost as if they weren't interested in actually eking out a win over Real Madrid at all.
So Higgins, Messi didn't show up in this match, but what really happened?
I was disappointed because I picked Barcelona to win. I thought Messi would have showed up and did what he was supposed to do and finish off Real Madrid after Shakhtar had started the killing a few days earlier. But Messi didn't show up. Barcelona didn't show up. The game was basically equal in terms of possession and shots and target and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, goals win games, and Real Madrid scored their goals. So that's how it is. Barcelona didn't come to win. Real Madrid showed up and win.
Any final thoughts, Barcelona fan? I mean, I'm also a fan of Barcelona, but based on how the team is playing, I don't expect anything different from what I saw on Saturday.
Well, you said it earlier in the Kurt. I mean, the truth is that if you come into a Clasico, a big match like this, and you're starting 2 or 3 kids to come and play against grown men, you expect a result like this. I mean, people are asking where Messi is, but you have Griezmann on the bench, you have Dembele on the bench, well, Dr. Dembele on the bench, and you pretty much don't have a squad which is as experienced. Ronald Koeman, as expected, as of his more experienced players out of the team. And I mean, it's just a matter of time. I'm just counting it down until he's fired.
And that is, you just mentioned over $200 million on your bench,
Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Do you think that Koeman actually know his best 11?
Well, I don't think Koeman even understands how to play, how to set up his team at all. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, from he came in and he started to make his utterances and his changes, we knew that it was only one way for him, and that was through the door. So let's wait and see, counting down the time.
But I beg to disagree, Barcelona is actually in a rebuilding phase, and it's a reason why they actually hired Koeman. I don't see them letting go anytime soon. So
That's
you're more to see Messi leaving next summer than having a Barcelona find their coach that was recently hired. Not seeing that happening now though.
I tell you what, Ed, I get you, but the pressure is real when a team which has so much pride like Barcelona starts to lose like this against their main rival, when the president starts to come under pressure from the fans, and when your best player is about to leave next year, and the results aren't what it's supposed to be.
But hold on, but if I'm not certain though, isn't the Coleman hiring was the president?
Yeah, exactly. That's why
so I don't think he'll be even forced
him
to make another coaching change so quickly.
But he has made at least three or four changes over the last 2 years, so why not?
And this is Messi's farewell tour, you know.
Yeah, precise. I don't see them changing coach. They're more so looking at him to rebuild the squad, and send off Messi in fine style of losing.
And he can do it.
But was there any positives for Barcelona from this game?
Ansu Fati scored a goal.
Yeah, that was a great, pretty much it.
What about Coutinho, revelation, reborn, rebirth?
Well, it was on pause.
His name is like one of the first name on the team sheet nowadays.
Yeah, good for him for the season and a good comeback. But I mean, he also was missing in this game. So I mean, you expect him at some point in time to gel. It's good to have him back in the team, and will add some variety to the team and a good link up with Messi. But he also disappeared in this game.
Positives for Real Madrid, Eddie.
Oh, positives. Bouncing back from that horrible defeat. I think they have Hazard coming back. So I think they'll just push on from here.
Ray, expect improvement from Barcelona.
No, I almost think that they will continue to struggle. The good thing is that there's not a lot of top team in. It was almost like a 3-hour race in a sense, so they wouldn't fall too far from the top. But I'm not expecting nothing great from them. Not until Messi leaves, then the rebuilding should begin, and then they can actually hopefully bring in players that should help them, make a good fight against Real Madrid.
Another quick review of the El Clasico match between Barcelona and Real Madrid. So let us know your comments in the section below. Do you think Barcelona will win or rebound from this loss? Do you think Madrid have a better team? Who is the better team? Who is the better player? Is Ramos the real GOAT? Put your comments in the section below. Like, subscribe, follow, tell a friend to tell a friend.